But my name is Christy Gillespie. I think I know at least half of the people in this room, if not more. I've actually just become the state coordinator of a national organization called Free and Equal. We don't have a state website yet, but the national website is freeandequal.org. It is a non-partisan organization, and its sole purpose is ballot access reform. And if you haven't studied much about ballot access, third parties and independents in this state that want to run for office, the signature requirements are arbitrary. You want to run for a statewide office as anything other than an R or a D, you have to have 5,000 signatures. Congressional candidates have to have 400, and then at like the constable level it's only 20. But if you run as a Republican or Democrat, you only have to have 2. Whether you run for constable or you run for U.S. Senate. That needs to change. It doesn't matter what party you're registered, that needs to change. So what I'm doing, I'm having a kickoff event for Free and Equal. I've been disappointed in some of the Tea Party events and just various other events that I've attended because it seems like only Republican candidates are invited to speak at a lot of these. So what I'm doing is I'm having a Freedom Festival. It's going to be on September the 25th. I'm hoping it's going to be at the Capitol lawn. I will know for sure on Monday. So I'll send out an email to Jeff and have him make sure he gets it out to everybody in the room. But what we're going to do is it's going to be a candidate forum. Doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, Constitution Party. Every candidate that is on the ballot, the filing deadline was August 10th, so we know who's on the ballot. They will all be given an invitation and given an opportunity to speak. That's going to be for the U.S. Senate race, the 3rd District congressional race, the 6th District congressional race, and Phil Moffitt, of course, I've talked with David. Hopefully we'll be able to speak, and any other candidate that's filed for governor at that time will be invited to speak as well. One thing, I went to the forum this morning in Louisville, and there were 2 candidates, an independent and a libertarian in the 3rd Congressional District, that were not invited to speak by the organizer because they hadn't raised enough money. That has to change.
Oh, God.
I mean, I had people coming up to me, well, why isn't so-and-so able to speak? Well, ask the person that organized the event. I mean, if that's important to the people in this room, you have to let the organizers know that you want to hear from everybody because they're making the decisions. There's a handful of people that are making those decisions and not we the people making those decisions. But if anybody's interested in getting involved, I have a Facebook group called Kentuckians for Ballot Access, and there's an online petition. We are working with Secretary of State Trey Grayson. We've had 1 meeting with him already and looking to have more meetings with him. He is willing to work with us on the issue. He hasn't given his complete endorsement, but he's willing to work with us. He does agree that there are arbitrary requirements, and he's willing to see some changes made. So we're working with people of all political parties and trying to get, everybody wants to talk about the free market, but then when you talk about the ballot box, nobody wants to talk about the free market. Free market's the solution at the ballot box too. We need to have 4 or 5 candidates on the ballot. We need to have all views represented, and that's what brings the issues to the table. That's what forces candidates to talk about the issues. But if anybody's interested in getting on an email list or anything, just see me after the meeting. I can give you my information. If anybody has any questions, I don't want to take up too much time. But Jeff, I will get you the information. Hopefully it'll be at the Capitol lawn. If not, it will be somewhere in Frankfort. September 25th, and the time is not yet set, but probably sometime mid-afternoon. So, thank you.
Thank you, Christy. Did anybody else have anything else? We're kind of running out of time here, but I want to make